All right. These are those little Indian head knives I was telling you about.
Oh wow, they look like little bucks.
Yes, that's what draws me to them.
Or Gerbers. Right.
But these are Bear Creek from Germany.
Oh wow.
And I didn't think there was much until I
love
looked
that
them up.
wood, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
I love the shape of that blade.
Yeah, they just got a great shape to them.
Man,
a couple guys showed interest in buying them, but I'm like, nah, I think I'll hang on to them.
Hey, yes sir. That's very nice, man.
Those were terrible. They weren't rusty, but even the wood had rust from that water collected on them. That was a good one.
Yes sir. Boca Tree brand. Wow. Beautiful. It's hard to beat these things. The Boca knives.
Boca,
Probably one of my favorite.
And it's a Barlow.
I mean, that's what I meant. The Barlow pattern.
Right.
They're really hard.
Everybody makes it. This was just a neat old one from Columbus, Georgia when I was up there.
Oh yeah, I mean you found a deal up there.
I got one in here that's
see that right there, bone.
bone handle. Gorgeous.
And you bought that in Columbus when you was up there at the show.
And I figured up the prices on those.
This is a cattleman's knife here, ain't it?
Yep. They average about $6 a knife. That's what I paid for it.
Wow.
Plus, then there was like 6 knives in what they called the parts bag. That were like old rare knives. Here's one I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, see, I've never seen one of these. This is an old timer Ulster camp knife right here. A Boy Scout knife, yeah. That is so cool. You see the old timer on there right there. That is awesome. Never seen one of these.
Look at the condition of
I know, man. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love that. See that right there? Beautiful. Beautiful.
And that gets into these over here. This here was I got in a giveaway on a whatnot auction. That's for Mr. Glenn.
Mr. Glenn, look here. Appreciate that. Awesome. Well, since we're into giving knives, that's for you. It's got S35V in steel.
Awesome. Great deal.
Yeah.
Well, it's a buck for a buck. Because I was going to give you this one right here.
Man.
Because you get the 110, the 112, and then I just did a video of the 3 of them there. So that's one for you.
Dog, man. Thank you so much for that. What number is this?
It's a 505, I think.
Oh, is it 055?
Yep.
055. Hey, look, it does look like a little the mini buck 110, don't it?
Right. So now when you put the 110 to 112 and that one there, it's like a little trio.
That is so awesome.
It reminds me of Wade and Matt and Crawford, the grandpa, the son, and the,
yeah. Wade is about a little bit shorter than me, and then them two big old.
the big boys.
It's crazy, yeah.
But this is the old timer.
Thank you for that, man.
Well, you're welcome, brother. This is the old timer I got for my Prince Albert set.
And that's a pretty color, the color on that. See it right there. That's the Ulster old timer that goes with the Prince Albert.
The tobacco tin.
Yes, right. Very cool.
And this is just a little. That's not a knife. But,
A Zippo.
yeah, check that Zippo. Check that Zippo out.
Oh, what is it? Is it a match carrier?
That's a matchbox.
Oh my God! Look at that, y'all! A little matchbox. That is so awesome. That's
When I
cool.
saw that,
I love that too.
It was a little thrift store.
Benson and Hedges.
Yeah, cigarette.
And that's the little striker on the bottom right there. That's so cool, man. Very
I saw
cool.
that. I thought, oh, okay, Zippo lighter, and it had $15 on it. I was
Yeah, I'd have picked that up.
like, I'd have
quick,
picked up
too.
$15 just for the sheath,
Yeah.
right? But I'm like, can I see that? The guy's like, yeah, and I opened it up. I said, okay, cool. Not a Zippo. That's a giveaway. All right, so knockoff, but the case is still good. And then I saw them cigarettes, and I opened it up and still had old matches in it.
Oh,
they were all
wow.
gummy and gushy.
Those are the waterproof matches there, ain't they?
No, these are just
all weather.
No,
Okay.
those are just some Walmart matches.
Okay. They had that pretty green on top.
But that just blew me away.
Yeah, yes, sir. I've never seen that before. Appreciate you sharing.
Before I get into the good stuff, I just want to show you some odd stuff. This is my Ellaville knife slip from Make Cutlery Great
Oh
Again.
yeah, that's cool.
Check that knife. It's in that was in the junk bag from that Columbus, Georgia set of knives.
Wow, that is I can't make it out.
It's kind of an off-brand.
But man, that thing is, I can tell it's old.
I looked it up.
Is that like a Coke bottle?
It's a Coke bottle shaped wood handle, and it's Jackson Fremont, Ohio. It's in the book. It's in your book because I got the same book you got.
Ain't that great? I love that book.
But the knife, I mean, you can see it's pitted, but it's in great shape for as old as it is.
Beautiful, ain't it? Coke bottle. Y'all see the Coke bottle? That thing is old, man.
But that was in that.
Beautiful.
That was in that bag of scrap parts knife that they charged me $12 for.
Wow.
And then this knife here, it's a mystery. I have no idea. There's no tang stamp on this. It's a nail breaker, brother.
That is like a cigar type.
Yeah, that's what they call the cigar shape.
Yeah, a cigar.
That's a nail breaker now. It's tough.
Wow. Thanks.
And you can see where the rust etched into the. But the snap on that is just.
Look at the wood on that.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful wood.
Now be careful closing that.
Wow. And that was in that thing too?
That was in there too.
Oh, that's old too.
Yeah, but no name, but
yeah.
I mean, that's definitely, it's either German or US.
And I
used to have
like
a bale.
seeing the pen. Yeah, okay.
That used to be a bale,
Oh,
I guarantee it.
It probably would.
Right? But that's just an
I love that
amazing old
sheath
knife.
too.
I made that.
Did you really? That's nice, man. Very nice.
This here, estate sale, $3.50. I thought it was a buck knife. I just did a recent video on this. Thought it was a buck knife.
I've seen that before.
Right? Snagged it down there.
I know what it is. It's a Santa Fe work.
Yes.
Did you know after you done your video, I got one in the mail too?
Yeah, I saw it. And then Matt had one the other day on his video, a little small one.
Camillus. And that's stone, ain't it?
That's marble.
Marble. It's heavy.
Heavy.
Beautiful, ain't it?
If you can't cut them,
Camillus.
you could club them.
Yeah. Now they use that tank stamp from like 89 to 2009.
It's
something like
recent.
Uh-huh.
I did a video. I posted the email from the fellow from Santa Fe Stoneworks.
That's where
he said they had been closed for about 15 years from the time I said that, and he gave me the whole history of the knife. He said it's worth like $400.
Really?
And
so you actually called Santa Fe? Because I've been wanting to do that with mine and find out.
I looked it up. I saw this. I thought it was an advertising knife, like Bob's Cadillac
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like to look those up, see if the business is still around. And I looked up Santa. I didn't catch that their logo is a knife at the bottom.
Oh wow! Yeah.
But I emailed them and asked them about this knife. They said send me some pictures, so I did. And it's like, yeah. It's marble from this place. It's worth about $400.
Wow. See, the knife that I received, it don't have a maker's mark. It's just got Santa Fe works on the tank.
Right.
But it looks like an LB7.
Well, they buy knives like right now. Very popular Kershaw leaks and stuff, and they put woolly mammoth teeth, whatever. And you can buy those scales and do them yourself. Whatever. There's what kind of spurred off the whole YouTube video stuff.
Yeah, really. Oh, that's the Cattaraugus hobo. Look at it, Cattaraugus hobo.
That was a broken blade.
And you did an excellent job. Check this out. That's what I love about it. Bottle opener with a fork.
Now hold it up by your ear and snap.
And snap. Can they hear that?
They should be able to hear that.
Just listen to this. Ain't that awesome?
That's like a tuning fork. You hear that thing ringing. That old
Take it apart and let me see it.
Just slide apart.
It just slides apart, y'all see? Then you can use it to cut your steak or potato and eat with a side. That's what. That is old right there, y'all. Old.
Pre-case.
Man.
I love. Well,
and how much did you pay for it?
$1.
$1. This is amazing find.
Well,
Amazing find.
when let's close this thing up, and I'll show you the whole story here. We'll try to make it not too long.
Oh, hear that?
Yeah, you can hear it ringing. It's like a tuning fork, and it just keys back together.
Wow. I love that.
Speaking of keys, I had something for you, and I went off and left it. It's in my truck.
Uh-huh.
When I saw this in that $1 box, it was all set like that. And I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to fix that. Because that's what I do, I fix stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got it home, and I just brought it because it had the bone handles and stuff. It was beautiful.
I can't believe that ain't cracked or anything.
It's just perfect. So I get it home, and I'm mucking around with it. I'm like, wait a minute, that thing moves, and then it came apart. I'm like, okay, that's super cool. And then I see cattaraugus. I'm like, what is cattaraugus? And I went on Google and I looked it up, and the whole story about he was a cutlery salesman who started a knife, and then he hires the Case brothers to come to work for him. And I'm like, I got goosebumps. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's
so
like,
they started out making knives for this guy.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool history.
It is cool.
All right, so we went through that whole layer. Thank you very much for that one,
You're
sir.
welcome, buddy.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That flips
Thank
me
you for
over.
these, too.
That flips me over to this one. Look at the bone on that.
That's beautiful bone. Beautiful one. That's a World War II, I think.
And the blades, you see the blades a little worn there, even with the easy out, because it's behind the easy out.
Yeah, it is. Imperial.
Yep.
That's a World War II knife. The easy open.
Gorgeous bone.
It is. Look at the bone. Pocket worn too.
Yes, very, very pocket worn.
That was a well-used knife.
Well, while we were talking about the story of the history of those knives, and now it's your to add some more history too.
Well, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
No worries. Again, as far as a knife, but
I love that, man.
well, here's one. Here's one to make Mr. Wade jealous.
Oh, a Robeson, and it's a swing guard on that. Look at that.
Robeson Sure Edge.
Wow.
Crawford was losing his mind over that at the show.
Betty Wood, yes, sir.
And
look at that Wade.
Uncarried condition.
Wade would love that right there. God almighty knows. He sure would. That is beautiful, man. Beautiful.
That was at Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, was it really?
I sold one at the show for $75. Not this. It was a fish knife, a Robeson fish knife. I sold to one.
You got it from over there? And you only paid $60 for the whole.
All
and
of
that
it.
was at that thrift store, Indoor Mall or whatever.
Yeah, 18
we go over there sometime.
I can't remember the name now. It was Mike's or Jeff's or Bill's or whatever.
Yeah, that one case right beside the door, like right when you come in that door, and there's a case down there on the left.
Right.
They got some pretty good deals in that one.
They're good deals, but they were a lot of those Bear knives, not the Bear and Sons, but
I know
Bear
some,
manufacturers.
yes,
But these are some of those fixed blades. More, I want to show you some of these leather things, but
yes.
so,
Wow. A Robeson fixed blade, y'all. I don't believe I've ever held a Robeson fixed blade.
you have now
That is awesome.
$15. I picked it out.
$15 for that. Gosh, look at this original sheath. Original sheath, $15, y'all. Wow. Now, where'd you find this one?
A little antique shop over Melbourne area along the coast.
There's some good knives down here in Florida.
Well, like I said, people move from all over the world
That's
to
a
Florida.
queen right there, ain't it?
They move from all over the world and they bring stuff with them, and then it ends up in these pawn shops and antique stores.
Queen, right?
Yep.
Queen.
I gotta make it leather for that. I didn't have any leather at the time, so I put a Velcro on it.
Look at that right there. Queen fixed blade. That is all. I think this is probably the first Queen fixed blade I've ever had.
That was a lady who was having a yard sale. She advertised on the neighborhood market.
Winterbottom bone. Is that not? That's not real bone, is it?
I think that's a synthetic that Queen made.
Yeah. It's still got the winter bottom bone
pattern on it.
Very, very nice. Now, you looked up the. I bet it was stamped up here.
It probably was.
61 to 70.
See how pitted it was and rusty.
Whenever they were doing that, it was 61 to 70, I think it was.
My wife messaged.
Look at that original sheath.
That sheath is gorgeous.
It is. Look at that.
Got the Queen logo on it.
Gosh.
My wife messaged her on Facebook. Neighbor, she was, "Do you have any knives?" And she says, "Yes, I have a whole box full of knives that belong to my father and grandfather." And we're like, when they get there and it's a box like this, and have 4 or 5 knives. I did a video on it. Her name was Tammy. I told her I would never sell it, never get rid of it. It was an old military knife. A couple others.
Beautiful.
Look at that sheath.
Now that is a Western.
Yes.
The Black Beauty.
Yeah.
Beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. Yeah. Wow.
More of a bird and trout type knife.
Original sheath. Man, these sheaths are in excellent shape, man. And
well,
that's rare to find.
When I get them,
pieces like this.
When I get them, I clean them with the saddle soap, right? But I like to condition them with mink oil.
Mink oil.
Everything I do, I mink oil on it. This is my Christmas present I bought myself.
Yes. No, a Western.
Yeah.
I thought it was case there for a minute. I love that little knife right there.
That's your bird and trout.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Have you looked up about what years?
It's from the 90s, I believe. This North American Hunting Club.
Wow. Beautiful
member
set.
Knife.
Beautiful set.
Uncarried, unsharpened, you know. But they wanted $100 for it. And that's way out of my price range. But I just told the girl how cute she was and how I'm too old to flirt with her, so I should at least get a discount. She sold it for $50.
I was to say she probably gave them to you just to get you away from it.
Probably.
No.
But $50, I thought it was still a great deal for
it
those
was. That
knives.
was a great price.
They're brand new condition.
Great price.
This is my K-bar that I'm going to give away, and I made that sheath for it.
That's and you made.
I made the handles for it.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Zebra wood. It's rosewood or zebra wood on the sides and purple heart down the center.
Look at that. Oh man, cheesy. That looks so good, man. Wow.
That feels good in the hand too.
It does.
It feels real good.
K-bar. That's the knife he's giving away.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome.
Kid was like, "Dang, I want that knife now." I'm gonna have to give the giveaway.
But what I'm gonna do though, when y'all get done here, you can edit this part out. I'm gonna do that announcement on my video. This is the knife with Cheesy. Now, you're like 16 away, ain't you? You 17?
Somewhere in the video.
Yes, sir.
Again, at this point, I'm really not counting. I do want to thank the folks that have got it there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is not a bug. This is
It's a Camillus.
Yeah.
Camillus. That is beautiful, man.
And they sold it with the lanyard on it.
Did they really?
I believe could possibly be the original.
Wow.
But it was sold with the leather on there.
That long line is from like 1960 to the mid 70s.
76, I think it was, something like that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I've seen these, but I've never held one of these.
That's that Stagalon handles, but it's gorgeous.
Beautiful, beautiful knife. Beautiful. It's got like the axe hand, the handle shape.
Yeah, I really like that part.
Me too.
Now these here, this is a knife. This is the sheath that came with it. That's a good company, A&E Leathercraft. But
a Western? K-bar.
That's a Western.
Western.
When I found that, it was pretty rough shape.
Wow. That's nice. The blades are in excellent shape.
Don't think they've ever really been used.
Beautiful.
But
beautiful.
I've been teasing everybody with, you see how nice that Delrin looks? No wire brush.
Yeah.
None of that stuff. I tried 3 different techniques. The oil didn't work. So I tried putting the oil in a vacuum seal bag, right? Thinking it would suck the oil down in it. 2 days later, went back to that gray chalky stuff. So I grabbed retro And there's an old car trick we used to do with this type of stuff. Took a little butane torch with 2 passes over it, shine like brand new.
It looks good.
So
Looks good.
this where that rubber or whatever's turning gray, hit that with a little torch just real quick.
Is that right? My F-250 is like that. Up front, that door.
Not a heat gun, open flame, singes that gray stuff off.
I'll be done.
There's one.
Wow, did you make this sheet?
And I made this too. This is a look at the knife inside first. I did a video with that knife.
This is Camilla's 26, ain't it?
You feel how tight that fit in there?
Yeah. Yeah. 26.
Stagline handles again.
Probably one of the best folding hunters. Just so compact and solid. I have two of these.
I love that spinning blade. That was awesome.
Beautiful, beautiful.
But this sheath didn't need this snap because it's formed in there. It ain't going nowhere.
Nice.
Right? But I made this sheath for that little 112.
Oh man, dude, you do awesome work, man.
I'm learning. I'm trying.
Look at that, buck 112. That I can never remember the years on buck. What year?
I didn't even care.
I can't. It's an era like this, but that's beautiful.
I have the chart. I just
I really like the 112, especially now since I know it was named after the Ranger.
Ranger, right.
The USS Ranger. Never knew that.
Well, I wanted a side draw, and I researched it. I didn't want it on this side because so I wanted it here, right? And I wore this to work, and I got the old roof over the tool shed going on. These vertical ones kind of dig in.
They do.
I wore this, and it was, I didn't even know. I had to keep checking to make sure I didn't lose it. It was so comfortable. So then I was like, I wanted to carry this knife, and this holster, which is pretty stiff, but it kept digging into me. So I made this guy. And you can take these buck knives.
Oh, wow.
And you can slide this in here. Now you wear a side draw.
I like that. That's good.
Super comfortable.
I like that.
And this was just a piece of scrap I had laying there. But now I can carry all my knives without the poking into me.
What knife is in there?
That's that Western we looked at.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we looked at it. Wasn't sure.
But that was my show and tell. Oh, there was one other knife. You mentioned a knife that had 2 blades in it, jet air. Someone sent it to you.
Oh yes, sir.
And I commented that I was cleaning this guy's knife up. I still have it. We never met up to give it back to him, but he's local. He's the guy who had this Zippo case.
Is that right?
And we're talking about knives, and he's like, "Yeah, I got some of my dad's knives in the toolbox." He's digging around. And I'm like,
"Oh man,
your dad's knives are in that?" And he closed it out, and it was all. Of course, it was all brown and tarnished, and the blade looked like they sharpened it with a brick.
That almost looks like a buck. Yeah.
Almost.
It's kind of mixed between a buck and one in Pakistan. Yeah.
I thought it was Pakistan when I first saw it. I was like, okay. He handed me, he said, "Oh, it's my daddy's knife." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
But they're made in Japan, I think.
Yes. But it's a good.
They are.
I researched it, looked them up.
They're very good knives. Very good knives.
But I just thought it was kind of coincidence that the guy who gave you your Zippo lighter, a few videos before you come to get, or your lighter display, a few videos before you come down to get it, you got a jet air that I cleaned up for the guy.
I know. It's
small universe.
It is, man. It is. It's crazy.
But I was happy to do that for him. And why do people use these for hammers?
I don't know.
Because it's heavy, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, brother. That was the end of my show and tell, I believe. I think I covered everything.
Well, Cheesy, I thank you so much again, buddy, for picking up the
You're welcome. It was worth getting you to come down here to Florida to see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the bottom,
quick trip, but I've had a ball.
In the bottom of that Zippo display case, you didn't make it to the Randall factory, but when I was there, I picked up a couple of Randall catalogs.
They're in there.
Dropped them in there.
Well, thank you.
And
for
I
that.
already gave you the little patch thing. And
yes, sir.
did y'all know I give him a Randall knife at the knife show? Yes, I gave you a Randall knife.
Oh, it was on that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was it says Randall right on the blade. So
does.
I've
got to look for that thing.
I can brag and say that I gave away a Randall knife
You
to
did.
the knife doctor.
You did.
But it's actually a Victorinox paring knife
Yeah.
that Randall buys and puts their name on. It's like
That's
a little
cool.
business card giveaway
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah, I've got to. I still have to get them boxes down and go back through them because there's so much stuff.
So many things
given.
people give you.
Yes, man. It's unreal.
There's a couple of people on YouTube, and I can tell they're envious, like jealous, envious. They beg people to send them stuff like this, sent to the knife doctor. I explained to my wife, it's really evolved. It went from people saying, well, hey, yeah, here's a couple knives you can pick up, Mr. Knife Doctor, to you saying, I've got too many of these, and you had a bunch of China knives. I'm going to do an auction to get rid of some of these. And then people's like, oh, that's a good idea. Here's $1,000 worth of knives for your auction. And now you get thousands of dollars worth of knives a week.
It's crazy.
People just send them to you.
It's crazy.
And now, oh, here, give this to Mr. Glenn, and here's one for Mr. Wade, and here's one for Val, and here's one for the sister. And it's like Knife Doctor's Knife Depot, man.
It's
just really taken off.
God is blessed. Really has.
Because when I joined, you were like, I think you had like 5,000
Yeah.
when I joined.
Yeah.
And I was researching how to fix a knife. And Google, and up comes a Knife Doctor, and I'm like, oh, he's got it. So I subscribed, and now what? How many now? 25,000.
Right at 26.
26,000.
25.8, I think.
In a year's time.
Yeah, yes, sir. About a year.
Well,
A year and 4 months, I think.
yeah.
September, October, November, December, January. 5 months.
You had hit
5
it
months.
like 20,000 in a year.
I did. It was just so happened a few days before my year it hit 20,000.
Yeah, that was just
20,000.
amazing.
It was. It's
All right, brother.
unreal.
I'll let you guys get on the road.
Yes, sir. But hey, I want to see you that night. I'm fixing to do
Which knife?
the cable.